Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am sitting in front of Rogers. I didn't take you out with me yesterday when I went out. Some of you scolded me and said that you did not forgive me for leaving you home. Today I had to run to Rogers for, can you guess what my mother needs? Bread. And I wanted some haddock. Yesterday I went to Hannaford and I grabbed, chicken. And didn't even think on my way home from Hannaford to swing by here for haddock because apparently they get their haddock in fresh on Thursdays. But I came and I got, and I excite about that. I got my mother her Italian bread, which is on sale for $2.50, which is expensive, but she loves it. And I could have got it much cheaper at Hannaford, but didn't want to go. And then I picked up two of these cream cheese brownies. They're by the weight, $4.09 a pound. So this one is $2.29, and they're reduced. Oh, that's right, they're reduced to 99 cents. And this one also, 99 cents. I was going to buy her one of these before because I think she'll like it. She liked the walnut brownies that I got her from here. So these are cream cheese brownies, and I will put one in the freezer and one in her belly. I got a gallon of milk for my mother, something like $3.75. Since they had some bacon ends, don't really need them right now, but I'll pop them in the freezer for $2.99 a pound. I paid $4.19 for these lovely, lovely bacon ends. Oh, I love my bacon ends. Then I got my haddock. 3 packages, $6.99 a pound. Here's a little one that cost me $2.94. This other one cost me $3.63. And the big kahuna, which is 0.69 pounds, $4.82. I think I might have some for lunch, and I won't be cooking in butter because I'm doing a week completely dairy-free. Let's just put it this way, I'm doing a week of just meat and water. That's it. Not even a half a teaspoon of instant coffee in my water. I've been drinking boiled water. Just water. You know what it tastes like? Tastes like water. It's a good thing I like water. It really is my drink of choice now. I used to have all kinds of other choices for drinks back in the day. But if I had to choose just one beverage, it would be water. Love water. Let's talk about last night's video a little bit. I knew that looking at drawings from my past might bring up emotions, makes me think of college, makes me think of my 30s, makes me think of how much I was a drunkard, makes me think of the rotten life my son had because I was a drunkard. And I know so many of you want to say, oh, don't beat yourself up. You did the best you can. I did not do the best I can. The best I can is yet to come. I was a crappy-ass mother. I really was. I was a drunk. I was a drunk all my life since young childhood. I mean, by 12, I was drinking constantly and freely. And many of you know that. I have talked about it before. So, I mean, in one sense, I guess I could say I did the best I can because I was sick. I was sick. I was not helped, but I knew I could have made different choices then. I knew what I was doing absolutely sucked. And I can promise you that if any of you who say that or you did the best you could, if I had your child in the car with me while I was drunk and I accidentally killed your child, I can bet big balls that you would never say, hey, you did the best you could. You know what I mean? And I could have easily killed many, many people. Many. I was always driving drunk. How cheerful is that? But here's the thing. It's my reality. It is what I lived. Why I lived it, I don't know. There's many, many reasons that we can put blame on. But when I get emotional about my past, I have a hard time to read the comments. This is not an anti-comment vlog right now. That's not what this is about. I'm just letting you guys know I always appreciate your comments. I do appreciate comments because it shows that I have an audience at least, but those kind of comments after I, am emotional or whatever, I tend to try not to read them because I do hear a lot of the don't beat yourself up, you did the best you could, let it go, and I even replied to one about let it go. And I should not reply to comments when I'm emotional, which is why I try not to read them, because some of them work me up so much that I want to say, let it go. You want me to fucking let go my entire life? Because when you have a crappy ass life, that's your life. And if you let that go, don't revisit it, try to put it out of your memory, forgive yourself constantly, try not to regret it. It pretty much erases a major part of your life. I don't want to erase my life. I don't want to have to feel good about my past. It is exactly what I made it. I have the right to look back and say that fucking sucked. I don't know why I was put on this earth. I still wish I wasn't. Never would I have chosen to be here and to procreate. Never. I don't know. I guess this is just a pep talk for being okay with everything. I mean, we can't do anything different. I know I can't change my past, and I don't have to change my present. I don't have to change the way I feel about my past. It is okay to say my life fucking sucked, and I hate it, and I regret it, and it's because of my life that I wish I wasn't here on this earth. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Doesn't mean that I'm going to dwell in it forever. My whole life I've tried to improve on things. I have. Hard to improve when you are living with a bottle of alcohol, but it's like, or when you're stuck with a narcissistic mother. I mean, there's a lot of outside elements that go into why we are who we are. But I are who I are. I am who I am. I guess I just wanted to say that for a minute there, I was like, okay, I'm off Prozac. Am I starting to fall apart? No, I'm not starting to fall apart. Last night had nothing to do with depression. It had to do with the life sucks syndrome. And if I don't reply to a lot of your comments, it's because I really don't read a lot of them. And I'm sorry that that has to be the way it is, because I feel like if you put the time and effort to leave me a comment, I should read it. But then there are no laws in the comment world. I shouldn't have to feel like I have to read them. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I guess it all boils down to last night, no matter what, no matter how much I hurt and cried, I cried all night. I couldn't even bring my iPad to bed with me. It needed to be charged, but I could have gotten up and gotten it. And I just was like, oh, I just want to be away from everything and just dwell in my misery. I needed a good dose of misery. Misery doesn't get the credit it deserves. Who is to say that feeling one way or feeling another way, that one way is better than the other? I know happiness feels good, but why can't we say misery feels good? It feels good for me. It's very releasing and therapeutic. I don't know. I'm the cheerleader for misery. Express your miserable self. Embrace it. I know some say it got you to where you are now. You have to also remember it got my son to where he is now too. My son has a lot of issues because of growing up with a drunkard mother and no dad in his life. It sucked for him too. He deserved way better. Way, way better. And it has a lifelong effect on him, just as my crappy upbringing had on me. So yes, there's a good side to everything. There's also a crappy ass side to everything. And there's nothing wrong with looking at both sides. I was a mathematician. I love math. If you look at a number line, 0 is in the middle and there's numbers on both sides. Positive numbers, negative numbers. The negative numbers in this world have just as much importance than the positive ones. Can't do math without both sides of that number line. So it's like, I don't know why it's so discouraged to face the other side of the number line. It's just a number. It's just like life. Crappy ass stuff is just that. It's crappy ass stuff. The end. I don't know where this is all coming from. I just want to say I'm okay. And you're going to see me cry for the rest of my YouTube career. You will see me laugh. You will see me be manic. You will see me mad. You will see me pissed off at the world. I mean, you're just going to see all sides. And don't worry too much about it. You know, just trust that I have done all the analytical work that I could ever possibly do. And I'm okay with all of it. I really am. All right, changing the subject. The reason I don't take you on ride-alongs lately is because I still haven't unpacked from my trip because it's only been, what, a few weeks? I might unpack this summer sometime. So I don't have my dangling suction cup mounts available, and I also have taken you to Rogers a couple times, so you don't need to go for the same ride every time. But I'm very excited about when I have Skylar this summer. I will love to say to her, let's pick some places to go for the sake of bringing you guys for a ride. In Memphis, she's allowed to sit in a front seat, even though it's not as safe as a back seat for a child, supposedly, so they say, makes sense. She's allowed to, so she does. But in Maine, I believe it's until 12 that you're supposed to sit in the back seat. Now, she actually could sit in the front due to her weight and height, but I don't tell her that. She's okay in the back seat. So I'm thinking that when I have her, she'll be able to sit in the back seat on that side of me. And with my camera hanging up there, you'll be able to see me and her, so it'll be a good view. And I want to take you guys to different beaches. I want to take you to some lighthouses. I would just like to go and find different places to bring you guys and show you around a little bit. And Skylar will like that. She loves going out for rides and going places. Take you to a thrift store in North Berwick. She is just a gem in the car. Her best conversations are in the car. In the car and at night if we go to bed and we just have girl talk. I just learned so much from her during that and when we ride around too. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be good. Let's just hope, fingers crossed, that I do get her this summer. I mean, we never know what can happen in this world. And if I really was up to it, depending on my mood and how I feel and all that stuff and the temperature, I would even like to take a ride to the White Mountains just to show her the mountains, things like that. I'm not anywhere close to like taking her to places like amusement parks. She's not one for rides anyway, or, you know, things that require standing, walking around, just not my thing. Isn't my thing even if I was 200 pounds lighter. The heat, I don't care for things like that. But riding around, I can do. I guess that's it. I'm going to go home and cook some haddock without butter. I do like butter on haddock, but I'm going to skip it and just, I wish I just had a better non-stick pan because I could just cook it in a non-stick pan, but my pans are old, so they are sticky now. But I'm just going to cook some bacon first and use the grease to cook my fish. Don't know what else I want to do. I am having fun still making some beads. I need to do some more sewing. Just need to do all kinds of things. And I do think I will, not right now, but I will show you guys some of the artwork that I had in that portfolio, because some of it was all right. It just blows my mind that the man drawings are not in there. I never would have even guessed that they wouldn't be there. That's like, why not? I just don't understand it. Stuff like that drives me crazy. It's like, do I have another portfolio that I just don't remember? I don't know. But I'm not about to go looking through the house of hoarding to try to find that. So some of you did say some funny things, like I can just draw a new penis. That would be kind of funny. But I think I'll pass. I'd have to rely on memory too much. Okay, I was going to say, okay, girls, but I got some boys in there too, 14%. So, okay, everyone, I am going to go home and just, I don't know, start this day, even though this day is fairly late. 2:22, that's not too bad. 40 degrees, that's pretty good. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.